Hello, welcome to another GCBASIC demonstration. This is a Blockly introduction. I've spent a couple of days looking into Blockly. It's on the timeline for this year, and I've done the basics, and I thought it's worthwhile sharing. So, first of all, we have to introduce Blockly. Okay, Blockly is a Google development. It's a powerful coding. You code by block. Very good in the educational space, and it would replace the existing graphical user interface that we have for GCBASIC with a modern equivalent. So it's a visual programming editor by Google, uses drag and drop, and it's an engine. And it really is great. So we can have a quick look in here to see what it does. Here is Blockly. And if we look at this, it's got some blocks on it. And it says in here, do some stuff. Well, if I run it, we'll see what it does. If I press the run button on the right there, in my browser, it says, okay. I click it once, twice, 3 times. Why did it do that? It's because it set a variable called count equals 1. There's a repeat whilst count is less than 3, and it said print hello world, increment count. It generated source code in C. Oh no, that's JavaScript. It can generate Python, it can generate PHP, it can generate Dart, but unfortunately, it doesn't do microcontrollers. Well, it does now. Let me just come out to, oh no, I was already in the browser. So this is a local version of it running. It's very simple. I will show you the user interface. Blockly for GCBASIC. There's a platform here or a workspace. I've got an error output window and a console output window. I can sort of drag and drop that. All this works. This is not a scam or anything. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see what's on the screen there. So there we go. There's Blockly. Great. What can we do? We can do some setup, logic, maths, variables, loops, text, lists, functions, and commands. Do lots of things. And it will generate some code for us. So what I'll do is I'll just shuffle things around so that we can see it all at the same time. That should do. Okay, let's just set something up. So I've got a subset of chips. I haven't loaded all the chips in. No point yet until someone shows interest in this. I'm going to take a 16F8778. That's because I've got an emulator, and that emulator is on my desktop down here, and I'm going to run that emulator shortly, and we're going to do something in this emulator. And what I'll do is I will bring that up, and this is an emulator, and it's running some code at the moment, and we'll change that. It's basically running, but I'm going to change the functionality. We're just going to use the LCD in this demonstration. So what we're going to do? Well, I want a loop. I'm going to have a do loop. I'm going to do it forever. So it says here a do loop. I pulled out a do loop. It says do, and there's no exit criteria and no loop criteria either end. So I can say do while true. I can do other things. I can generate code straight away. It's asked for my name. It's asked for my name because it's the first time I've run it on this computer, and it's generated some code. There is a grey line running through the middle of there. Let me just get rid of that grey line. There we go. And it's generated code. This is real. And it says here, here's a piece of header code. I will make it wider. You don't need to see. There we go. Open source GCBASIC. It's got the date on it, the version, my name that I just typed in, and it's picked up the chip, formatted it with option explicit, and it says do while true because that's what I selected, and there's no code. Let's put some code in it. Let's do a repeat. I can do a repeat forever, or I can say repeat number of times. I'll do it 5 times. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a weight in my code. I'm going to put a clear screen down here, and I'm going to put some text on the screen, print hello world, and I'm going to do that in a little block. Look, I've got a little block of it, and I can say hello world. Oh, let me just duplicate that. I'll put that in the bin. I don't really need that lot. Get rid of that. I'm just going to duplicate that block. I'll bring that down to 2, 2, 2, Evan, 2, 2. And I'm going to change this to the word Blockly. And what it will do, oh, there's no weights in here, look. I do need some weights, look. Otherwise, it will be horrible. Just duplicate that. Generate the code, and it's generated my source code on the right-hand side of the screen now. It's just generated it, just like it did on Google's website. So I can now go copy, and I'm going to take us into GC Essential. This is the Essential editor. There's no tricks going on here. It's the Essential editor, and I'm just going to paste it into here. That's my source code. And to be quite frank, there is an absolute opportunity here to integrate these two together. I'm not doing that at the moment. And I'm just going to compile that and generate a hex file. Let's just zoom out on that. It's just executing that, and there's a missing quote, it says. Oh yeah, look. There's a quote missing in Blockly. Look. Now I could do syntax checking on that, and I really should. I will do syntax checking on that. If it has a quote at the beginning, it should have a quote at the back end. Generate the code. It's already generated it. It's corrected it. Copy. I'm just going to paste it into here. I will recompile by pressing the hex, and it's generated me a file. It's done. It's done it. It has modified it. It has loaded it, and I'm just going to copy that path and put that into my simulator. I'm going to load a hex file, and I called it T. Hello world, and it's doing it. And it is doing it every 5 seconds. It's just that it's running extremely quickly. And they're only 100 millisecond delay. So if I wanted to change that, I would be able to do that. Let me just see if it's actually working or not. Blockly 1. Oh, and it did flash. It was actually clearing the screen. So code generator, Blockly. It sort of works. Now I've implemented so far a whole series of things. So you can actually save that. I will put that away. I will create a new project. I can import I'll just bring that up so you can see it. I can import that. I guess that's put it somewhere in my downloads, does it? Where's my downloads nowadays? Downloads. Oh, there it is there. I can bring that back in so I can create a block of code and I can import it into my projects. I can save it. I can do all the things that you need to do. You can reset the whole project. Oh, there you go. I'm just breaking that up. And it's an educational tool. It's a code generator. It's absolutely fantastic. And now let me just I'll create a new project to show you some of the stuff it can do. I'll clear that down. I'm just going to bring the error window up here as well. I'll just put it here so you can see it. And I'm going to try and say generate code. Warning. It's in green. No blocks in the workspace. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. So why don't we bring back? We'll import that whole block that we just wrote out. I could open it as a file, but I'm just going to delete the chip, generate code, error, no chip specified, setup, select the chip, and then I can clear this down there's a clear button here. Look, I'll move it out of the way because there won't be any errors now. And it's generated the code exactly as it should do. So there's logic, maths, variables, loops, text, lists, functions, and commands. It's a very simple tool for generating GCBASIC source code. It's educational. You could hook this up directly to an Arduino. You could program it directly from here. It's very simple to take this console output and push it straight into an Arduino or a PIC or an LGT. it's not hard. So what we've got, as I've shown you, you've got this here on Google's website where you can go and kick the tires and go and have a play, and now you could do something extremely similar. It's the same framework, to be quite frank. All I've done is written some logic around it, which is required to that was required for any language. I don't think this is hard to implement. I've added in the basic stuff today, and it's extremely good fun. And I think it will be a great asset for education. And this is what we had before. Let me just pull it up. Where is it? This is the old graphical tool that's doing something very similar. Oh, in actual fact, watch this. I reckon file open. Now, where was that file? I think I can take the same source into here. Well, I should be able to because it's GCB source. And this is the same source, but in the old graphical Great Cat Basic. And it says in here, like, all the dates, the authors, like, wait 100, do while true, repeat 2, print hello world, wait 1. And there you go. It's sort of there, but it's not as nice, is it? Blockly for GCBASIC. We'll call that a wrap.